Hello guys, it's Danny here once again, and for today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a lap guide on this week's new daily race C, which is at Sardegna C on the reverse layout, and we are using Group 3 cars for this daily. We are on racing softs, and the car of choice, basically the meta car, is the Genesis X Gr3. The reason this car is OP is because it has amazing acceleration. However, it's quite tricky to drive, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to master this car at this tight track. And looking at the wind, is southeast wind 2 meters per second, so you're going to have, you can brake quite late at turn 1, but then the rest of the lap you have to brake early, and pretty much just be very gentle with the throttle input and be smooth with the steering. So I'm going to teach you guys how to master this combo, this track and car combo. And I'm going to be starting you guys off with a guide from the second lap, because we did 2 laps. So before you start the lap over here, you want to stick to the left hand side, the last corner over here, just braking almost in a straight line over here. So down to first, and then you upshift the third gear just as the car is pretty much close to the apex over here, and then you just slowly apply the throttle input and keep the steering to about 20 to 30 degrees to the right, because if you turn too much while flying out the corners, the turbo will kick in too early, and you're going to spin. It's very easy to spin on this car on medium speed corner exits, so just be very gentle with both the steering and how much throttle you apply in the apex. So over here, heading towards turn 1, you're pretty much, your first braking reference is pretty much drawn here. Okay, I don't know why I can't do that, but yeah, it's pretty much at this speed exit lines here, or pretty much the end of the Michelin board here. At the start of the Michelin board. That's pretty much your guide. Your braking reference for turn 1. So you're pretty much braking in a straight line over here, down the first gear, let the car coast a little bit, so just trail braking over here. I'm holding the brake a little bit because I'm using +5 brake balance. You want this car to rotate a lot under braking. So I just lift off the brakes when the car is skimming the apex curb over here. So let's let it coast. And then once I pass the curb, I go up the second gear instantly and then start to apply half throttle. I'm fully turning the car over here. So I just dab the throttle just to build up the revs. You want to build up the revs early in this car whilst maintaining half throttle to avoid excessive wheel spin. So I'm just bringing the steering back just as I'm about to exit the corner over here. So the steering is almost straight, like about 30-40 degrees steering angle to the right, and then I just floyd when I'm in that steering angle already, when the car is almost straightened off on the corner exit. So that way I don't get a lot of wheel spin. I can just floyd and the revs build up gradually. So yeah, a very smooth exit over here. I'm just revving it full, but I'm not holding full revs for too long. So the SS there, I'm just taking it flat. Just turn early because you're having the tailwind, therefore it's easier to understeer. So sector 1 done, we are 22.336. So the next braking marker is pretty much towards the end of the barriers on the left hand side. Or also the braking reference you can use is pretty much at the end of towards the end of the dotted lines from the Sardegna A layout over here. So towards the end of the dotted lines, I'm braking already in a straight line. So down to third over here, I'm just letting it coast in third. I'm turning quite aggressively here because I want the car to rotate. So I skim the curb, I'm coasting over here. Once I pass the inside curb, I'm just flying it in third gear. But be very careful when you floyd in, applying the steering angle. You want to bring the steering back to the center as much as you can, because as I mentioned at the start of the lap guide, this car is quite easy to understeer. This car is quite easy to wheel spin on medium speed corners, as the turbo in the Genesis kicks in earlier than you think. So just ramming it over here a little bit, up to 5th. So for the last two corners, I'm pretty much making at the start the outside curb, which then becomes the inside curb. So basically the inside curb of the penultimate corner. So I'm just making over here, just a 50%, 25% brake, just to let the car turn in. So you want to hug the inside, the left hand side here, the inside. So down to third, just holding the brakes. Once the curb ends on the left hand side, I go down to first and then second to first. And then when I'm in the middle of the apex, I'm just coasting over here, upshifting to third gear, and then I'm just flowing it in third gear. And you want to keep to the right hand side of the track, as that's pretty much you're minimizing the distance to the finish line to get the best lap time possible. And that is a lap of Sardegna A. So that's pretty much a lap of Sardegna A. Sorry, Sardegna C reverse in the Genesis X Gr3. Sorry for the error there. I keep thinking Sardegna A, but because I drove Sardegna A on last night's live stream, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this lap guide. I hope you guys can find some tips from this. Hope you guys can master this layout, because it looks simple but it's very difficult because the car is quite difficult to drive. So anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with the lap guide without a commentary. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and bye bye.